I put like oil. I think you guys might have seen, but I really recommend a website called Wild Obscura, www.wildobscura.com. It's my friend's website and her daughter. You've got such lovely things for the face and the body and candles. But I have this serum I'm obsessed with. Who knew about broccoli seed oil? Anyway, it's dope. It's like the face serum that they have there. But it catches the dog hair. And I'm like always like next to my dogs, you know? So I'm like, when I wake up, I'm usually like I'll be like, Hannah, were you making out with my mouth when I was sleeping? And I've been wanting to share this for a while. This is just I think it's, sorry, it's like hair of me. So obviously relevant to a lot of stuff right now. It's what I think a lot of really nasty things are being done under the guise of. I got this from, I have a date on it, 5/27/21. My books become like my notebook, you know what I mean? Like, I think it comes from my dad. My dad would leave money for me, like if he was out of town or something, he would leave money. There was one book called Hot Money, and then another book called Swimming with the Sharks or something. It was about money. Anyway, he'd be like, 200 cash American in hot money. See you Monday, Ashley Bear. You know. Anyway, so I like put pictures, and whenever I like lend someone a book, I'm always like, sure. But 5/27/21 from Paul Romano, who has Apocalypse Now, Pockets of the Future, 2 channels on YouTube that I don't know if I would have been able to. Well, I know I would have, but they have absolutely, both of his channels and just him in general have solidified my foundation insanity, you know, like moving forward post 2020 or whatever, you know. But okay, I'll read the quote. You guys can tell me what you think. Victim quote. So it was just something that it came from some sort of text. He worked at like a rehab facility. He has his, I think, master's or whatever in addiction or like he worked in a rehab center for like 5 years, like helping rehab more. I don't know how many years. I'm just guessing 5, but like helping kids, but like a legit rehab, not like a place I was dumped in, like a real like licensed rehab center. So he was like a therapist there. So this comes from some text like there. The victim stance, and I've always just preamble this. I've never called myself a victim except in unfortunate situations I can think of. Like I had a guy that smacked me in the face, and so when the police like filled out the form, there's like 2 options, like offender, victim, or perp, victim, whatever. And then another situation was a situation like that. Like I've never been a self-proclaimed victim. That's bullshit. One thing I noticed when I kind of like, after like 7 years of not speaking to my sister and stuff, and like seeing her on TV, like everything was I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. I remember this one thing after my dad died, and it was just like, you know, like she was on some interview and they were like, your father's passed recently. It was like Conan O'Brien or some shit like that. And she goes, yeah. And like I had dealt with all of it and the brunt of it. I mean, like he literally, she was power of attorney, and he said, I'm gonna get an Uber and go to Florida, which was the most batshit crazy thing. He had tubes in his throat, tubes in his stomach, and she said, I can't stop you. She was literally and legally the only person that could have stopped him and should have. He said, I can't die in this place with brown water. But when I saw her on the show, she's like, they're like, oh, you recently like lost your father or something, and she's like, yeah, I mean, so we didn't have a great relationship. So I lost. Not only did I lost not only have I lost my father, but I've also lost the relationship I didn't have with my father. So it's like a double loss. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening? Anyway, it seems like the left, I don't like the right-left paradigm, but in terms of accessibility for you guys right now, but let's all move towards not using right-left paradigm. They are all in bed together. Hurts my chest to think about it. Just how many people believe in people that are just shit. Okay, the victim stance is a powerful one. The victim is always morally right, neither responsible or accountable, and forever entitled to empathy. I don't know the author, I wrote Powerful Stance Scam. There are, let's see. Okay. Another thing I wrote on this page, which is quite dope of me. I won't beg to be loved ever again. Okay, so 5/27/21 from Paul Romano, victim quote, Paul consciousness. Okay, so it's about like conscious. Oh, I was gonna say there were several times I've been raped. There was a police report filed, sent to my uncle, sent to my sister. I'm just telling you police report things. Physically attacked. Those were also sent to both my uncle and my sister. This was like in the summer, right after my father died. Those were the only times, like, you know, where it's like victim and stuff. Proceeding after those things, all kinds of stuff, like there's something called the California Benefits Association. Like, something helped me with therapy. I got 8 sessions of therapy, I think, from the restraining order, and the same guy that hit me, the same guy my sister paid. Storage unit in Savannah. Sorry, my heart started to hurt. Okay, let's get back to this. Oh, right, it's bullshit. It's such bullshit, and I think so much stuff is, sorry, I feel like, there's some things that time doesn't heal. I was thinking about that today. I wrote it down somewhere. There are some things time doesn't heal. And it certainly doesn't heal when the or like the person who premeditatively either committed the act that caused the pain or orchestrated it consciously preceding. Just either like, I get it. I've done so many stupid things in my life. I have made more mistakes than anyone. I get it. It's embarrassing to right your wrongs. It's not easy to, I love apologizing. I love being called out. And if I'm ever fucking wrong, I want to know, especially now. And it's kind of always been that way, but there was a period of time, like when my sister did the intervention and I came to Los Angeles, and there's like people in LA that knew the story and didn't know the story, and I just felt like I didn't know, like I felt so uncomfortable. It was so weird, so I felt like I couldn't be myself and I didn't want to lie, so I just basically didn't talk to a lot of people for a long time. And that, anyway, the point is, The point is, if you are using cognizant, if you're aware of using manipulative tactics towards groups of people, your mother, your brother, whatever, your dog, I mean, legit. Like, I don't know. I don't give advice, but like, I don't know, like, victim, okay. The victim stance is a powerful one. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna say there were like the California benefits, something like that. I feel weird being on government assistance, but I'd be on the freaking street if I didn't have it. But I've never been on it in my life. It's embarrassing and weird. Slurricane. Anyway. There were lots of options to, I got therapy. 8 sessions of therapy were paid for. But then there was like options to do other things, you know what I mean? And I was like, that just didn't feel right. Like, I just want to heal and help other people and move on. The victim stance is a powerful one. The victim is always morally right, neither responsible or accountable, and forever entitled to empathy. So it's been really powerful, but now I feel like that BLM lady that bought like an $8 million house or something, and like fucking, like, I literally, like, okay, if somebody gave me a house in, where'd she buy a house? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If somebody gave me a house in Bel-Air, you don't have to pay property taxes, nothing. Yeah, fine, but I would never choose to live in Bel-Air. Like, that's just a choice that says a lot about, you can tell about people by what they're attracted to, you know? Like, anyway. Biden administration, not required to take the yada, but like forcing 80 million people. It's like, I'm sorry. No. And then hiding behind this victim stance, like anytime someone, especially now, today is February 17th, 2021. My horoscope from Sloan Bella said it would be good if you stayed away from people and kept your mouth shut today. Maybe I should do that. I just remember that. Who is like having the audacity to be a victim? Especially if you have like $10 in your pocket. Like, get out of here. Okay. I hope I didn't say too much. I want to see what Sloan's on. Bye. Love you guys. More.